that a little bit more now. Like DK and losers, like I feel like that's the biggest salt shaker. Like, you
yeah,
know, like, it's just you're
if
one
you
DK
mess up
punch away.
once, yeah, it's always disastrous. Definitely some love to Dynamic Custom Beadworks right now, though. Saw them at Hitbox Arena last weekend for a tournament they were running there.
And they got all the awesome beads breaking down now. We got a Venom, we got a Carnage, and these guys are willing to give you 20% off. And if I remember correctly from what Spooky told us earlier, they were adding to that pop bonus. So not only are they giving you more money, but they got quality products for you to take a look into while discounted. Shout outs to Dynamic Custom Beadworks.
Of course, we got that coupon code, 20% off, Smash Attack.
And come on, look at that Akuma right now.
I know,
That's
it glows.
So real.
I bet that glows in the dark in real life.
That's
I bet
so
you it does.
cool. I bet they managed to get a whole bunch of little LEDs in there.
The custom LEDs, they can set them up pretty much however you want. And pretty much like the effect you see, they glow. So Jury's eye glows on that one. The 10 on Akuma's back glows. You can do it with pretty much any character you want. And Curtis, who runs this company, Dynamic Beadworks, he can make all types of custom stuff.
That's pretty godlike.
That is really godlike. That's so awesome. I love it.
Okay, and now we got Ninjalink, last Smash Attack's champion. So
Yes.
probably one of the top seeds, if not first seed at this tournament.
Holding the crown right
Ninjalink
now.
was the #1 seed.
He was the #1 seed. Okay, he's got the results to prove it here at Next Level Arcade. And he is going up against...
We're going to wait and see here. Rarth.
Yeah, Rarth. He got that tag because in Melee he played Roy,
Yes.
and a lot of people said he played like Marth.
Yes.
So I believe his opponent is TheMemo12, at least according to the bracket.
All right. TheMemo13, 33rd seed. So probably a brand new player. I've never seen him around, and I go to a lot of tournaments in this region. So.
And this is always the up-and-coming kind of time you got to put in.
Yes.
You know, 33rd seed, you're going to catch the top end of bracket when you first get in there. And, you know, having the right mentality is the strongest part. I don't know what to expect from him, but even if you take a loss here, I say it all the time, you can't let the frustration get the better of you. Try to make sure you get what's yours. When you go into matches against top players, they're going to hit you with stuff that you can't run away from. Their combos, their follow-ups, they're all going to be there. But at the same point, your character has combos, your character has follow-ups, and you got to get your bread and butters. So without putting too much emphasis on getting frustrated, I think you should be looking more to make sure you get what's ahead of you, in front of you, and not get too caught up in what they're getting.
Yeah, this is one of those games where the bread and butters are kind of like in your face, like you know how to do this if you're playing this game in a tournament. So as long as you just focus on landing that, it's a lot easier to maintain your composure. But if you're looking at like, oh man, I just got hit by this and this and this, how can I continue? No, you gotta clear your mind. Always be positive, and also you have to get your ass kicked before you can start kicking ass. I think that's one of the most important things to remember.
You can't run from it, and I mean, from someone like me who plays with Vinny rather consistently, and I can tell you right now, even taking a life off that kid is hype, okay? The truth that you have to just acknowledge of it is when you're putting in your homework and your lab work, get what's yours. If you get what's yours, you get your combos, even as simple as a Falcon down throw to Nair, stuff like that, just get what's right in front of you, because over time, then you don't miss it, and then you go for the bigger things, but just hope walking in here, Memo13 can keep to that, and, you know, just get what's his.
Oh my god, that was
already
so
get
hype.
what's his right off the bat with that rogue fair after getting 2 hits of side B.
So I believe Ninjalink is player 2, guys, as Mega Man.
Yep.
Most certainly.
Yeah, and we have Memo13, player 1, Green Yoshi. I mean, that was a really, really cool opening. I've never seen any other Yoshi do that.
Yeah, very interesting. To break out that side B intentionally, nonetheless, and get his. Love seeing it.
I got to see if he has the fundamentals to match his gimmicks, though, because a lot of players, you know, they can bust out tech that nobody knows about. But if you can't win the footsies game, you can't outbox your opponent, and you're just making irresponsible decisions when landing or at neutral, then, you know, all the gimmicks in the world can't save you. Look at that. And up till already.
Right there, you got to be safe. Running that side B into a Mega Man shield, you know our next level champion is not going to be sitting here giving you freebies on his shield like that.
Absolutely not. The back throw to forward air. Wow, that's that trailer combo from Charizard. Back throw fair. Okay, nice coverage with the projectiles. Ninjalink sealing off all sorts of angles with metal blades, air shooters, that up air.
Oh, most certainly. And air shooter is always a very, very scary thing because now you're trying to get back down against Mega Man. He's going to get more footsie residual damage. Look at that, through the shield.
Yeah, and that up air, if the whole thing connects, does 20%. But he likes just taking these tiny hits, the lemons, the metal blades, crash bombs, which attach to you and force an air dodge, basically, which just is a great setup. Wow, another Shoryuken to end it.
Yo, and shout outs to Street Fighter real quick, giving Mega Man that little tech.
That Marvel 2 love right there. The Mega Upper.
Love it, that.
Shoryuken. and a very decisive game one for Ninjalink.
Most certainly, and really landing those up tilts. Such an unbelievable kill move in this game. I think that's one of the most. That's one of those things that gets me hype. In top level play, if I see Ninjalink or Zuko or anyone land that up tilt with Mega Man, it's just like, oh, get hype.
Yeah,
just
it's
immediately.
amazing.
Just want to break it down.
It has next to no range on that sweet spot, so you know when somebody hits it, it's like, wow.
Yup. Almost
Great,
always that
brilliant setup.
That close, like shielded, trying to figure out did he spot dodge, did he make that mistake? Nope, doesn't matter because Mega Man just sent you into freaking heaven.
Also, did you see the ally doppelganger in the crowd, right? Like straight ahead of us. I thought it was
Oh
Ally.
my goodness, yeah, even looking down, that's wild.
Yeah, I was like, yo, did Ally come to this tournament instead?
Wait, did he make it all the way down?
No, he's at the Flex Zone, though, in Long Island right now.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. 2 tournaments on the same day, always unfortunate, but still a good crowd here.
And you know what, New York, New Jersey, just showing you how much is present in our region.
Yeah, we are fiends for this game, man. We always want to improve.
2 tournaments on the same day? Oh, goodness.
And that's why we have the results we have, man. We have really powerful players here because there's so much accessibility.
And not to mention, even who was at False's house just the other night, you had the full set of Titans, for goodness sake.
Yeah, it was definitely really exciting. Minus Nairo and the Cat and Kitaro, who are all in California right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that back throw from Ninjalink trying to make up for this percent disadvantage. It looks like Memo has made some adaptations, able to fight Mega Man a little bit better here on Omega Town and City, this looks like.
And I would break it down right off the bat to Mega Man not having those platforms. It seemed
regular Town and City, never mind.
Oh, sorry, Town and City.
My bad, it's my bad. I said it was Omega.
It's all good. Either way, though, we'll blame it on me being a rookie right now. But fact of the matter is, when we took away those platforms, it seems like Memo has really gotten a chance to get better chances of getting away, getting a chance to do something. As we see there, Ninjalink stopping whatever he was trying to do, but nonetheless, still at 92%, still with the chance to come back. We'll see if Ninjalink runs away with it, though.
Yeah, you never want to whiff Yoshi's down B. That's like almost not even a real move sometimes, you know, but sometimes if you have the really hard read, it's worth it. But look at that. Like, if it's punishable by Mega Man's Shoryuken on block, that's not a move you want to be throwing.
And what's scary here, too, is the way Ninjalink's actually baiting him into chasing directly above him. This is what I meant about the platforms beforehand. Ninjalink was taking full advantage of them. Now that they're gone, it's a little less space to do it with, but he's still doing it.
And a lot of newer Yoshi players will like to go down with that down B to the ground. Mega Man's probably the character that cares the least about that because his up air is like a huge, wide radius projectile.
Yep.
Speaking of up airs, Memo landing one on Ninjalink right now, evening up the stock count, but he's still down by a really significant margin. Almost 100%, but Yoshi very heavy and armed with a lot of kill power, so who knows?
Most certainly, and you know, coming from Long Island, we know Rapture and what he's done with Yoshi, so you never sleep on that character. But yet again, always against those grounded options from Ninjalink, really taking advantage.
I think Ninjalink might have been looking for that up tilt, but just slightly hit it too hard. And that cost him the kill right there, but he doesn't seem to be phased. He still has solid control of the matchup. Wow, an up smash out of shield. No respect for egg roll.
Nope, not at all. And at this point, Ninjalink's just getting his free percent. The up smash didn't kill. He didn't want to risk anything with that up tilt. So we're going to wait and see here. But, oof.
The cannon to the face, the pistol whip.
And I like that, yeah, that slap hitbox. That's the way I put it. You see it. That cannon comes out, you just get a blap every time.
And unfortunately, the Memo13 dropping the last stock of the set with the self-destruct.
And yet again, did a little bit better game too. You know, has some things to work on. I think that he used a heavy amount of side B, which needs to be worked up a little bit. But at the same point,
down B
nothing.
Too.
Yeah, nothing to be frowned upon.
Yeah, I feel like something that a lot of players miss when they're first coming out into like the tournament scene or the real serious player competition is that the game is a lot more about your normal attacks or A moves than your B moves. Use the B moves to kind of supplement that, and very few characters will use their B moves as like the staple in their ground game or like
most certainly.
the neutral position.
Yeah. But those are limited content kind of things, unless you're a character such as Mega Man or other ones, heavy campers, heavy projectile users.
Often, yeah.
Exactly. But outside of that, it's going to stand as a lot of A neutral game.
And making his second appearance in the past, half hour on stream, we got the host himself, Dakota the Rapture Lasky.
Yes, and also we have Snakee making his way back on here for the second time in, I'd say, roughly about half an hour.
This is definitely going to be a really nice match. The 8th and 9th seed, this is probably the most competitive match that we've seen on the stream the entire night.
I'd agree. Thus far, I would say by seed alone, this should be the closest running match. So we'll see if anything gets run out here. It should be very interesting because if we get a run back, yes, as I expected to see, this is exactly what happened between Anti and DeBuzz. We saw a very, very prominent win from Anti against DeBuzz's Rosalina and Luma with Mario. So Rapture seeming to pick the right character here. fighting
it is
against
his main, after all.
Yes, and that's what I like to see too, because this is a match that can be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if Snakee knows that this matchup is supposed to be pretty rough for Rosalina, because I know he does play a plethora of other characters, including Robin and Zero Suit Samus, his main from Brawl. So
now, I think the biggest advantage that Snakee's getting here without even realizing it is that the Duck Hunt stage is actually a counter pick, leaving Dakota's attention to be forced onto the match.
I wonder if Snakee knows that Rapture hates Duck Hunt and only goes for the Ducks when he plays on Duck Hunt.
Well, I mean, you'd hope he hopes he does, because that sounds like a ticket to money.
For sure. And, oh, okay, just getting right in there. Mario is so able to close the distance against Rosalina, being that she's such a tall character. And Mario has very low landing lag on all his aerials, and extremely ridiculous frame data on his jab, his forward tilt, up tilt, like just all his ground moves, basically.
Now, the one thing I have enjoyed seeing, and that was pretty ridiculous, that absurd up smash that just sent Luma into next year, was that Snakee seems to be doing a very good job of guarding against the grab right now. And as we learned from Anti, that grab can send Luma out of here, but what he wasn't guarding against was that strong charged F smash waiting for him over the ledge.
Yep, when Mario whips Rosalina around for the back throw, just smacks Luma away, and
that set knockback, I think, on it too.
Oh, that's particularly dangerous then. And Luma's out of here anyway. I feel like targeting Luma is actually such a good strategy versus Rosalina. That's something I definitely do a lot myself when I'm fighting her. And if you just have the right move to knock her away, often smash attacks or dash attacks knock her very far.
Yes.
Then you can just eliminate such a huge part of the threat that Rosalina poses.
No. Oh, there we go.
Smash, tying up the stocks.
And caught him on that landing too. Very well spaced by Snakee. Caught Rapture when he was still trying to find his way back to the floor, but Rapture doing a good job of keeping Luma out of there, and that Luma loss is going to potentially hurt Snakee quite a bit right now.
Rapture just needs to press the lead he has as much as he can.
Get his, try and get those footsies in. Ooh, that was very risky. High risk to reward scenario there.
Yeah, I think both players kind of done goofed right there. And is that Luma gone again? One single down air immediately upon respawning.
And that's what I've seen too, is that Mario is so outstanding against Luma, and the fact that so many different attacks have just that light knockback, which is good enough to get Luma clear off the stage. And unless you got control like the Buzz on keeping your puppet with you, it's going to be very hard to keep that character going.
Snakee definitely showing that he knows what he's doing in terms of fighting Mario up close, but it just looks like he can't resist the pressure that Rapture has been trying to put on and successfully been putting on. Wow, hitting Luma with the up smash upon return, that was gorgeous.
While getting the rollback afterwards to make sure no punish occurred afterwards. Very nice to see it.
Little spot dodge, knowing that Snakee was looking for a grab against the whip down air. Now Rapture still has control. Luma is not present. This is definitely his time to shine.
And Snakee playing a good neutral game right now. While Dakota is all over the board, we see right there Snakee gunning for that proper spacing and making sure he catches him with his pants down. And right there was no belt buckled.
No,
none at all.
Not whatsoever. And Rapture just caught slipping. You can't go off the stage against this character, and especially not underneath her if you don't have a stellar recovery. Mario's isn't bad, but it's not ridiculous, and you're not going to get back from even a sour spot Rosalina down her off the stage.
And I think it was an easy mistake for Rapture to make. You know, he had a lot of control the entire matchup, was really doing a great job of keeping Snakee what seemed like teeter-tottering. But right there at the end, the stage control was in Snakee's favor, the placement was in Snakee's favor, and he just caught him asleep at the wheel.
Rosalina, and particularly Luma's down air, just infamous in this game for robbing people of victories. The Luma down air kills at like 70%.
Luma's a monster. You know, it looks like a plushie, but I think it's made out of lead.
It's made out of like ridiculous star material that would outlive all of us by billions of years.
Yep, sounds about right.
That's why she just keeps coming back. And in different colors too. Like, dude, that's some high-level sorcery.
That is some high-level sorcery. I was kind of blown away.
Rosalina, though, I mean, she's a huge character, which is partially why she's bad against characters like Mario. She's combo food. She's a little floaty, so she can get out of the combos toward the mid% range. You know, a lot easier than someone like Fox or Captain Falcon, but at low percents, it's even easier to combo her.
Yes. And she is definitely a character that takes quite a bit of knowledge to beat, because that character has a bag of tricks much larger than quite a few of the other characters I, normally find myself looking at in the top 10 spectrum.
And she's pretty rare, too. She's not really one of those pick-up-and-play characters. Nobody really picks her to cheese out a victory.
She's reminding me somewhat of, like, CSS and Brawl with the way that you have very few people playing her, and she's got a whole assortment of tricks that seem like they have very high amounts of potential but are unexplored thus far. And lo and behold, who are we watching play but Snakee himself?
That's a very interesting comparison. I feel like she's a lot like Olimar, which is why a player like the Buzz took to her immediately, but I can see the essence of Zero Suit in her. She has like that ridiculous range that nobody else can contend with.
And like I said, it really is the tools themselves too, the way you set up Luma, all that stuff. It may not be exactly picture perfect the same, but just in theory the way they go about it, it's so similar. And right then and there, Rapture going big time, trying to find that big old combo there.
Very wise counterpick to Halberd by Rapture. Also, he's trying to time that one frame of vulnerability characters have upon sweet spotting the edge. But not only is the ceiling low, so you can get those cheesy up B kills, but also the floor is transparent, so Snakee's Rosalina is going to have to rise through the stage a lot of times, making his recovery more difficult to use reliably. And he's trying to capitalize on that with the charge smashes, the big punishes. So far, not working out too well, but he's trying.
Right now, it looks like Snakee's getting a better job on those little bits of footsies, but when it comes down to those big hits right there, those heavy reads, he's getting it, and that's where the damage is coming from.
Of course, part of this game's beautiful game balance, or cast balance rather, is that the characters with ridiculous combos don't do a lot of damage per hit, and Mario is one of them. So you see Rosalina getting a lot more off of a single hit. I think that was forward air.
I couldn't even tell. That was super fast fall. That was just right into the ground, and right there, little bit of the tap on the shield, and caught Rosalina and Luma just waiting for it.
Rapture's Mario tipping his fedora to his lady Rosalina.
Getting a little tired of Peach and her nonsense. Looking to move on, bigger, better things.
Pops him up with dash attack. That's a big combo starter for Mario, but Rosalina actually showing that at low percents her floatiness is coming in handy because it got him out of that one.
And now this is very interesting too, because as we see here, Rapture.
There goes Luma!
Wow!
Oh my God! Maximum destruction.
Jeez, I'm pretty sure that was like a car accident in slow motion right there. It just threw her right in front of the train, or should I say the cannonball.
First you get hit with your adopted mother, and then into a bomb, and then just off the side of the battleship. It's a bad day for Luma today.
Yes, someone called child services. This is out of control.
And now Rapture has seized the lead by a convincing amount of percent, but I don't know, with this low ceiling, Snakee could go out pretty shortly.
Wow, and that was a great follow-up right there by Rapture, making sure to cover himself. Air dodge potentially got punished and just managed to get that up B.
I feel like this is still close, even though Rosalina is bloody and light. Like, oh! Because of things like that. Luma up air.
Yes, the double up air, always something to be scared of. Dash attack leading into up air to a potential second up air. You got to watch yourself.
See, it's very difficult to notice, especially on a stream if you're not watching like on a huge screen or a huge window, that Luma's hitboxes are so different from Rosalina's. When Rosalina does the up air, Luma does like a bicycle kick, and it's super strong. This is a big part of why Snakee's making this up, but wow.
And that stage playing a huge role in that win there. You know, you saw a lot of punishment on landing. That middle section of the platform really becoming a struggle for both players to try and land on, and it looked like Rapture was in the right place and had his footing at the right time to secure that up smash for the kill.
And with air dodges so dreadfully nerfed since Brawl in this game.
Gracious.
Yeah, a character like Rosalina who doesn't have an aerial that comes out like super fast when she's landing, she really struggles to get down, especially against such a potent anti-air as Mario's up smash. All those disjointed hitboxes that aren't even attached to his head. He's invincible on part of his head, or maybe it's just a huge disjoint.
And on top of that too, just his general leglessness. Even if he throws an aerial out as Rosalina's trying to land, if she air dodges through him, his general leglessness is going to result in a punish still, even though you properly air dodge through. So, yet again, another aspect of the harsh matchup there. Snakee doing a good job. We're moving into Game 3 here, so we're going to see what stage he's looking to counterpick. I'm not too familiar with Rosalina and Luma's counterpicks. Is there anything specific they're looking for, Max?
I would say something with small boundaries, because Luma can just get that kill so easily.
Okay, that makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Yeah,
now, my only
like Duck Hunt, but it's like only toward the top.
Well, now my question also is, when it comes down to FD, as far as counter picks go, have anyone started to look into some of the other FDs? Because certain FDs, I've noticed, seem to have different boundary ratios, different walls, different setups. Haunted Mansion, in my opinion, is a very odd FD that a lot of people haven't looked into.
Yeah, it's very unique edges, and
yes.
It seems like it has short blast zones,
yes,
too. Now that I
very
think about
short blast zones. And then I believe also, similarly, the boxing ring FD mode has very shortened edges also with a higher roof. So, interesting side notes that I've wondered if the community has looked into on the FD portion of things, because while they're all FD, not all FDs are created equal,
right.
And there are advantages to each one. So while counterpicking FD, you could get silent advantages that other players may not realize.
Right, there are some unique ones and a couple archetypes too. Some of them are exactly the same, I believe. And I'm sure there is some research out there. I just need to definitely investigate some of it.
Yes.
And here we are, winners bracket round 3, game 3 of this set.
On Town and City, no confusion now. It's not Smashville, that's Town and City, straight up. So here we go.
Smashville, the sequel.
Yes. Smashville Part 2.
Ultimate Smashville vs. Capcom 3 Arcade Edition.
Smashville got 6 more years, and now we got Town and City for 6 other years, so it's 12 years of just straight up
Animal Crossing.
Yep, all Animal Crossing all day. The villagers over there smiling somewhere.
Eventually, they'll get to the other side of the street.
Yep. Just don't know when.
That pressure with the landing down air into jab. Rosalina, at that range, I feel like she can't really punish that. It looked like her grab just wasn't within range, and that gives Mario the freedom to throw out some of his crazy ground moves that just really make it difficult for her characters to get him off his back. He just gets in and he stays in.
Yes, exactly. And yet again, that leglessness is really what seems to support that. When he's in close on you, he's not committing to options nearly as hard as most of the cast is, and because of that, it gets very scary in CQC kind of areas.
But what Rosalina is able to do is use her forward tilt and down tilt, those sweeping kicks, or the lunging kick, which have so much range, and also a Luma accompaniment.
Yep, just hanging out.
Oh, trying to sandwich him between Luma and Rosalina, that lettuce right there. The sandwich.
Now, I have to say, honestly, I find it very interesting how almost all 3 matches started off in such a similar fashion. We had a very close, even game at about 50%. Then we had Snakee manage to take it away a little bit, land the first kill, so reminiscent of last game. So let's see now if Rapture can make those same adjustments, that same change that he did last game to find the win.
Yeah, if he can whip himself into shape in time, it's still within his reach. Oh, might have been a down smash attempt, and still reading the roll, picking up some serious momentum after this respawn.
Now right there, Snakee finding his way back down to the ground. That is going to hurt as Rapture is struggling to manage to get that kill, as Snakee is just getting those freebie-style percents.
Luma coming back into play just adds a whole nother level of danger. Nice chase!
And there it was, an absolute sign of fearlessness. Adore it.
That's also a sign of improvement, because Rapture has told me personally that he struggles with going off stage for deep edge guards. He feels like he plays a little bit too timidly toward the edge sometimes, and that's evolution as a player right there.
Especially with a character like Mario, who's got a strong enough recovery to really allow you to get out there and get in someone's face when they're recovering.
Right, now that edge hogging is no longer a factor, you can take so many more risks when edge guarding. So a lot of people say, like, oh, there's auto snapping in this game and there's no edge hogging, like edge guarding is bad. It's like, no, you can go wild off the stage. Oh goodness, and the upsetting SD right there. But hey, you know what happens to the best of us? He fought a great fight there. An air dodge and a fast fall is a recipe for disaster in this game, and as we see right there, it leaves Snakee advancing and Rapture taking a trip into the losers bracket. Yeah, that was very sad to see, but I don't know, both of these players putting on a great show for us. Rosalina and Luma, a character that a lot of players feel kind of shy about picking up because she looks difficult, and I gotta say, she does look difficult, but something hit me over the weekend, and I was just like, you know what, I kind of want to play this character now. I feel like she's definitely, you know, within human capabilities. There are tons of people doing well with her in an early metagame, so maybe I'll start getting my feet wet with the character. She looks fun to play. I had a lot of friends who are newer to the game that were very scared to pick up the character, and funny enough, I had a guy who really grew to enjoy her but ended up killing himself because he was so busy controlling Luma somewhere on the stage that he would jump off and kill himself too. So, you know, there's a lot of steps to getting into it, but I agree. While she may be somewhat intimidating, I think that she's very rewarding, and she's one of those characters that is really worth putting the effort into. She's a higher tier character, clearly does well, just worth your time. And she wins some interesting matchups, too. Yes. She might lose to Mario, but I feel like she's very good against Diddy Kong, which is something that a lot of people have to look out for. But then again, she doesn't really have the weight to make up for how early Diddy Kong can kill her. So I think it's just very interesting the way that the counter picks work in this game. You know, it seems like there's quite a few mid-tier characters that do well. But anyway, right on to it. We got to talk about our 8-arc sponsor. Okay, we got that $10 coupon code if you're ordering something for 50 bucks or more. Spooky1, and he's making his run for president in an off-election year. $15 off for 100 plus. Spooky 2015. Vote for this man. 8arc.com. They make arcade sticks and arcade stick parts. Arcade stick and arcade stick accessories.
But hey, they're adding to this pot right now. They clearly have a lot to care about, and they clearly produce quality products. So check them out, guys. 8arc.
Yep.
Out here supporting us. We got to support them.
Sorry to interrupt, fellas, but I also want to point out that 8arc now has an Amazon store, and if you happen to have Amazon Prime, then you can actually get more expensive stuff shipped to you for free via Amazon Prime. Not only that, but you can still get a discount even on Amazon if you use this 10% code Prime10X. So you can either use the main 8arc site, or you can get a shipping discount with your Prime account on the Amazon store.
And like I said, I'm still waiting to see that first baller who has a drone drop his fight stick right into the front of the venue. So we're going to wait and see who's got it going on like that. I got my money on Yipes.
Oh,
I got my money on Yipes.
That would be sick. Markman's going to arrange something with like the NSA to have drones enabled with Amazon real quick. And I don't know. That's too
deep.
Illuminati.
Too deep.
Yeah. So now we have Mike Kirby, last Smash Attack second place winner, or not winner, because
runner-up.
You know, runner-up. There you go. And Jash, a face who's definitely no stranger to anybody in this venue who's been around for a while, but he's been very inactive in the past couple years. Started, just making some moves in life and moved on from Smash, but now that the new game is out, he's really excited to play it. He plays Toon Link, I believe.
Yes, he does.
He always has played Toon Link since Brawl, and Young Link in Melee. This guy just loves Zelda games, and he's very adamant about playing this character. I don't really envision him ever using anyone else.
No, I don't, and he always has that, as I was breaking down with Spooky, level of technology and knowledge.
All right, I got to hop off to play a match, but, I mean, you know these guys very well, so
I'm going to hold it down right now.
All right, so I'll be jumping on for a short time with Kuntel.
Yes,
of Team CT. What's up, Kuntel? How you doing, bro?
Just enjoying all these matches right now. And now we got right here Mike Kirby, that NYC native.
Yep.
Jash, another NYC native. And the winner of this is going to be going on to fight XFire Vinny.
That's going to be ridiculous. This is the fourth round of winners, I believe. Yes, it is. Round 4 winners. And it looks like the Rapture is going to be joining us here in the booth as well, so you'll have some real Smash commentary and not Spooky, but I'll see you in the chat, so worry not, guys.
All right,
I got the best setup. All right, see you guys in a bit. Enjoy.
Turn it down on my mic a little?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you want it? How's that? Is that better?
A little lower.
Okay. You tell me
good.
Is that good? Okay,
yeah,
sure.
All right, so I got $3 on my Kirby, so let's do this.
Well, I'd like to see what goes on here, because as of right now, we got Jash breaking it down.
This is all right. So this matchup in Brawl is so bad for Kirby. It's like horrendous. So I hope that it's better in this game. I remember playing Jash in a tournament in LI a couple of years ago, and he like 0 to death me like on both stocks. Or no, 3 stocks. Yeah,
that sounds like Jash. Just making a full-on combo video, as I always said. Now this is cool because this is two guys who really know their characters, and they're beyond character loyalists. These are like the definition of a character's ego.
Exactly.
Like Kirby is to Mike Kirby that Jash is to Link.
This is an extension of their own bodies.
Yes,
here
exactly. And we're going to see it in the matchup, the technology, what goes on. And we see right now Jash off to an early lead, but Mike Kirby, always very well known for managing to pull it back and getting what he needs to get, starting to get his in.
Yeah, Kirby really can't let Toon Link run around the map and set up with his items. He needs to run in there, shield grab, or just keep Toon Link from throwing out projectiles the entire time.
And I think the hardest thing to fight that Jash does is the generalized shield pressure. He uses those bombs to bait out the shield. He uses the boomerangs, the arrows, all to bait shield, because once you get that shield pressure in, now you're close quarters, and he's got a bomb popping around. We see right here what it turns into in just absolute frames.
Yep, and he's also looking for Kirby to roll around, because it allows him to kind of gauge where Kirby's going to be a little easier, since he's not going to be running, and you can have a bomb waiting for him when he gets out of the roll.
Ooh, and right there's that mix-up like I had spoken about. Bomb off shield, drop shield, eats up smash. You can't get caught hanging out in your shield against Jash, but it's so hard not to.
God. And he has to watch out, though, because Jash is looking for him to run in. He had that grab waiting for him.
And now this is also very scary because Jash has a large percent lead right now along with stock. So you talk about 3%. And
no, he saved him. He had the
goodness.
footstool. He had the kill, but he saved him.
And I always say it, there's very few cardinal sins in Smash games, but saving a player, that is such a cardinal sin.
Especially when you're down and you need the kill, and that could have completely changed the game for Mike Kirby. And now he has to...
I'll break out my fanboyism, especially against Jash.
Seriously,
you never give Jash
I'm about to lose those $3. Then he just took my money. Well, let's see if he can bring it back here. Oh, let's see if he gets the balloon. No, doesn't get the balloon. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thanks, Jack.
Yep, holding it down.
All right, like forcing the rack roll. He gets the up throw.
Jash
back
trying
air.
to find his way back down to the ground quickly there, but unfortunately getting punished for it.
Ooh, love the patience there from Mike Kirby, but the trade on the bomb actually keeping Jash in the air. That's going to keep him... Oh, and again, he's...
Wow!
I think he would have gotten back, but still the drill actually didn't knock him down too far. He was able to recover pretty easily.
And very interesting, because I have not seen a lot of Young Link or Toon Link at all.
Yeah.
So to see Jash come out here with some of this, especially against last week's second place runner-up, definitely no slouch at all in this game, and Jash just giving him the runaround.
Yeah, Jash already defeated Will in bracket, so for a player who doesn't really come out that very often while still being a killer.
Oh, God, and it's this bomb play. You see it. The physics seem slightly different on the bombs. The follow-ups are still there, but man.
That should be a punish. There we go. All right, forward smash will get the kill. He has 103. Rage only starts coming into effect at 100%, so Mike Kirby does have that. Oh, gets the bomb, but he's in that's some risky business right there. Not a good trade, and he gets the JV2.
And I feel like if there was ever a man to be a dealer in poker, it would be Jash. That man would catch you making mistakes all day. You need it? You want it? Yep, that's my money.
That's the thing, though, is that you make your opponent feel like they're in control. Oh, I'm going to throw you this bomb. Oh, you think you're going to catch it, but I want you to catch it, so you can't throw an aerial out. You have to throw the bomb or land, and I'm just going to hit you with a forward air.
And in this game, projectiles seem to definitely have their strength.
Yeah, they do.
Certain. So, you know, unlike in Brawl, where there were certain characters who had strong projectile games, other characters had weak projectile games. In general, it seems like projectiles are rather strong in this game. And, you know, giving Jash strong projectiles, 2 of them simultaneously, along with 2 other ones floating around somewhere that is boomerangs and arrows. Yeah. It just seems like you gave this man a nerf that, honestly, I don't know if he needed. Seriously. He may not have needed it.
Definitely.
But so it's interesting. The bracket's breaking down really very differently than I expected today.
Really? What'd you expect?
I mean, honestly, you know, my own bias, Long Island being the monstrosities they are, IQHQ, you know, they've been doing very well. But, yeah, shout-outs. But Gohan got sent in the loser's bracket very early on today.
That was round 1. Well, round 2, technically, because we had round 1 match. But that might as well have been round 1. But that was a Falcon Ditto, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, it was. And it was a Falcon Ditto was, you know, almost a nicer way to put it. It was a Falcon demolishment. But, seriously. You know, then you had Will lose to Jash now, and it's just been one of those days where I'm seeing a lot of things happen that I did not expect.
All right, so here we go, game 2 for Battlefield. Definitely a good pick for Kirby. It forces Jash to really only put that pressure on the stage. He can hide under the platforms or, you know, go up on the top platform if he needs to. But, you know, Jash can do the same thing here. And again, it breaks down to Mike Kirby not having an asset to really get in on Jash other than running in and grabbing. And that's where Jash is going to take, you know, advantage of that. Ooh, I love the command grab going up to the platform. Now he has the arrows. And in most matchups, actually, this does help Kirby to get the inhale and get the power, yeah.
Now, the only problem with it is it going to change up Mike Kirby's playstyle too much to allow Jash a bonus? Because as of right now, we see Mike Kirby, you know, defaulting to a reset-type position far away, but Jash takes full advantage as soon as he sees it. The percents don't show it, but it could be questionable.
Yeah, but compared to game 1, this is a lot closer. But Jash had about a 60% lead only about 30 seconds into the last game. We're already about a minute in. And, all right, Jash working up a pretty substantial lead now. But that's because Kirby lost that projectile and he kind of lost that momentum he had in the beginning. Ooh, bomb breaks up the final cutter, and then again, he kind of distraction with the items and it keeps him in the air, and there's the forward air to get the kill.
And like you said, the second he lost that set of arrows, he really got opened up like, you know, an old wound right there. It was great, had his spacing, got the resets, but the second it was over, those bombs came back to haunt him.
Yeah, because, you know, in other matchups, Kirby would be going for the inhale to try and get the command grab, but you really can't against Toon Link because there's always a bomb in play. You're going to get hit. And that's Jash's really fallback plan. I'm going to fight you footsies, but if you get too close to me, the bomb's going to go up and we'll reset.
Now, that game plan is going to be really important right now because Mike Kirby just actually did a great job evening it up. Caught Jash with his own bomb while he was rolling backwards and really managing to run this ground as soon as Jash came back.
Waiting for the bomb, gets onto that platform, but again, he's trying to get through this wall of items. Ooh, catches Jash looking, but again, the bomb got him out of there.
Yes.
That fail-safe there.
That Jash playing Toon Link very similar to you see Snake and Brawl where, wow.
Oh, Jash.
And that's the same thing that caught you at the end of last game. Right there.
Yeah, all right, let's go, Mike Kirby. Vinny's shaking his head because he knows that $3 is on the line now.
If Vinny had been playing Toon Link there and fallen off the stage, he would have screamed it was an SD over and over until you stopped talking about it.
You guys saw my match. That happened to me, too.
That's what I was saying, unfortunately. Those fast fall air dodges in this game, the most relentless way to lose a match in 2-stock format.
Well, yeah, because I was actually just trying to go through the platform, and I whiffed the platform and just like, no, I'm dead.
And I find it very entertaining that it's only occurred thus far in the games I've seen it on last stock, which makes it even scarier.
Seriously.
Because out of all stocks to happen on, you do not. Oh, Jash, please, come on now. I'm trying to commentate.
I'm surprised he didn't ban this.
The tricks, though, like, do you see it? He gets single jab on shield, regrabs bomb. He's sitting there, and you're in shield, and he's like just popping crap off you. It's ridiculous.
Oh, all right. Jash keeping that space between them, and Mike Kirby just walking right up to him. That intimidating walk right there.
Definitely, and following up proper, getting his shields in and whatnot. This is a back-and-forth match that Mike Kirby is just taking the lead on.
Well, he's forcing Jash to not pull bombs. He's trying to make it so that he has a bomb in his hand as the shortest amount of time as possible. Ooh, trying to get the trump, but he got the roll-up.
Yep, got that buffed roll over the ledge.
Ooh, all right. Forward air knocks him away, 72 to 55.
Now, see, this is what's going to be the whole matchup, is my opinion, is how well Mike Kirby can power shield his way in on Jash and box him in a corner. Because that's what FD is supporting Jash being forced to sides, being forced to not have his general set of room. But the second Mike Kirby gets that reset going, you're going to see Jash just like this. Open back up the artillery, get right back into it, and try and start getting that residual percent.
Mike Kirby with the retaliation, he gets the forward smash. Now he has the lead.
And there we go, Mike Kirby.
The turnaround right now.
Look at the shield game right now. Look at the way he's boxing him in.
Oh, my God.
And, oh, man, that SD might come back to haunt Jash as Mike Kirby is coming like a bat out of hell.
But now Jash is playing on his heel. Now Mike Kirby has the pace in the match, and he can't get as much items out. He's forcing him into the air, and he's getting the grabs that he needs. Oh, there's a grab again. Now he's forcing him right up in the air.
And Jash is getting zero residual damage right now. He's not getting anything on bombs. Mike Kirby is punishing everything while shielding everything.
Oh, all right. So he does get the hit confirm off the bomb to get a forward air. So there's a little bit of momentum there for Jash, but he still has a huge hill to climb at 96% from Mike Kirby on his second stock.
Oh, just a little bit of that scorpion. Get over here.
That was at like the max of his grab range too. Like that was the farthest he could have been. Oh, rolls right past that arrow, but no punish.
Oh man, and yeah, playing it real close to Mike Kirby. Mike Kirby definitely showing his dominance in that close range positioning.
Oh, trying to forward air through the bomb was a good strategy, but he was just a little higher over the bomb. If he was parallel to it, then he would have been able to get it.
Mike Kirby playing very smart, holding his neutral stance down, keeping that stage control.
Yo, the footstool, and then lets the bomb go off, and he had the up air waiting, and there's the punish for the forward smash. Not going to be enough. That's going to get him a lot of stage control here. Trying to go off stage. Oh, the back air just whiffs. That actually could have been the end of Jash there if he got that.
Very much so, but Jash finding his space in, doing a great job of getting back.
Oh, Mike Kirby reading that, goes for the roll. Forced to the other side of the stage now, trying to get through this wall items as we see.
And Mike Kirby really exposing the fact that run-up shield against Jash is a great option because of the fact that, you know, Toon Link's grab not exactly outstanding, and his overuse of bombs really means that that's going to be the best option possible.
And Jash, all right, gets the up air. Still a substantial lead here for Kirby,
Most certainly.
You know, he has to really commit to his grab, too.
Yes.
So he has to kind of always wait for that. He can't just go for the hard read, and you really haven't seen him do that because he knows how much of a risk that is. All right, Boomerang goes by him, lets the bomb go ricochet off his shield, can't get in by that Zaire.
Now, very interesting how Mike Kirby's getting all these shields and whatnot, though. Jash is growing to realize that his residual damage is coming from catching Kirby coming out of the air. Yep. So if Jash can force any kind of jumps...
Jash super low! Oh! Wow, and again, last stock, Jash losing it off stage. And Mike Kirby, Vinny, give me that money. Mike Kirby takes it 2-1. I'm going to let Max jump on. You guys are going to go. All right, great commenting.
Yes,
man.
dude, it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Probably play him. So we have a little mix-up here on the mics as of right now. Vinny hands over those dollars.
I just got that $3 from Vinny because he was so confident that Jash was going to win too. Not that, I mean, nothing against Jash. Jash is the homie, and I absolutely, but...
This man over here trying to make money and then try and meet ride you. Come on now. Get off that. Get off that. Get off that. You can't be doing that.
Player, but Mike Kirby holding it down. Made that money.
Definitely made that money, though. Can't hate on your money.
Here we go. That's some more. That's more dumplings for your boy.
Now let's see what goes on here because of the fact that, well, Mike Kirby definitely seemed like he had a strong game plan. I think the fierce competitor himself, Vinny, is sitting down right now.
Yeah, and Vinny, the god, the ice climber's main from Brawl, and of course, a substantially, amazingly incredible player here in Smash 4. Both of these players are from Long Island. They've played each other a number of times, and Vinny himself knows the Kirby matchup from Brawl in this game very well. So it's going to be a hard match for Mike Kirby. I'm actually not sure who Vinny's going to go, though.
I'm not too sure who Vinny's going to go at all, to be honest with you, because of the fact that while he's very skilled with the top end of the spectrum of tiers in this, such as Diddy Kong, Sheik, you know, I'm still wondering what his choice is going to. Yep, and that's what I expected to see.
Oh, he's going. Yes. All right. Cool. Rob. Yeah.
Because I don't think he wants to get caught by any gimmicky nonsense. Nope. He wants to make sure he has a strong recovery to go with. He wants to hold his stage and his area, and knowing against the way Mike Kirby plays of a very strong, reset-oriented, get his step back kind of play style, Vinny wants to do the same thing.
Yeah, but not only that. I mean, think about the difference between Toon Link and Rob, where they have both a heavy projectile game, but Rob's a lot heavier, has a better air game, and I mean his kill moves are just crazy strong.
Yes, they are. Oh, it looks like counter pick stage on the neutral, which is not going to be working out.